Yo guys, what is going on? It's MMXVII, aka 2017, and I got a project open right here, just one that I'm working on right now, and I'm going to show you the first line with the delay plugin on, and then I'm going to turn it off and play it again. So here's with it on.
Closer and closer to dying, there is no escape.
And now once with it off.
Closer and closer to dying, there is no escape.
So you can notice a fairly harsh sort of arc off at the end of the line, and then there's no like spaciness to it, right? Because the delay isn't happening at all. I have reverb on there, but it's not enough, of course. And if I crank it up, you'll notice that it just sounds really hollow and it still doesn't sound full.
Closer and closer to dying, there is no escape.
Right? It sounds like I'm recording it outside of like a concert hall, which, I mean, it sounds cool in a way, but it's not like good for main vocals. It just sounds way too reverbed. So now I'm going to show you how to do the settings. The plugin that I use is called H-Delay. You can get this off of waves.com. If you plan on using like a stock delay plugin, I'll show you how to do that as well. But in this plugin, I have the BPM set to 120, which is the BPM of the song. And then I have it set to a quarter note. This is pretty much what I always have it set to. And one setting that's super nice about this plugin is called ping pong, where it echoes it left to right and back and forth until it's gone. I think it makes it sound way wider and just way better overall. Of course, it's a song-to-song basis, but most of the time I leave ping pong on and I leave it at a quarter note. I only have it set to 8% wet, so that it's mostly just the main vocals and other effects happening first, and then this delay plugin is just very subtle. Depending on how loud the beat is and the style of the song, I might turn this up to anywhere like around 15 to 20, but I think that's about max. But you don't want to do too much so that you hear it all the time. You want to do it just enough that you can't hear it when the vocals are really being said, but when they stop, you hear it echoing consistently. If you're using a default plugin, odds are it doesn't have the BPM function where you can just type the BPM of the song and then choose how much you want it to echo. Odds are you're going to have to put in a millisecond time, and it's very difficult to figure this out. So one way you can do this is by going to wavemonopoly.com. No, this is not sponsored. I just know this website has a cool little tool. So if you go there, you're going to go under music tools and click pre-delay and reverb time calculator. You're going to type in the BPM of your song, but since I know this song is 120 BPM, I'm going to type that in right now. It's going to calculate a pre-delay and a reverb decay time. These titles are kind of misleading, but you're going to want the reverb decay time. If you want to do a quarter note like I have it, you're going to use this number right here. It doesn't give me the option to do 0.19, it's just 492, so I'm going to copy that. We'll go back into the program, we'll choose milliseconds. Then I have to actually double click on this knob right here. I'm gonna paste it in, and then if I play it again, you'll be able to notice that it sounds the exact same as before.
Closer and closer to dying, there is no escape.
This is a very important thing to do, because if you just do any millisecond time, it'll delay at random points in the song and just completely ruin the rhythm. In this plugin, I have the feedback set to 51. You basically want the feedback to echo it about 4 to 6 times whenever a vocal stops. If, for example, you're doing a delay at a half note instead of a quarter note, you're gonna wanna turn the feedback down because it's having more space in between each delay. So it's gonna give you more feedback over a longer period of time if the dial is high. So you're gonna wanna turn that down to somewhere around like 30 to 40. And if you do a faster delay at say 1/8 of a note, you're gonna wanna turn the feedback up so that you hear it for longer. There's some other cool settings you can do in here, like high pass and low pass filters. And then there's also like modulation if you wanted to have sort of like an alien-esque sort of style to it. I usually don't mess with any of these settings, I just leave them default, but yeah, that's usually how I make my delay sound good. After that, you want just a small pinch of reverb. Pretty much any reverb plugin will do the trick. Usually I like to make the space nice and full sounding, so like any ambient like Coliseum type preset will work really well. Anything tight reverb to like I don't know, like a school hallway or something, just not really my favorite. I think it sounds too tinny and long. And yeah, that's pretty much all you got to do. I hope this helped, because a lot of people screw this up. If you did enjoy, leave a like, comment down below any other tutorial ideas you have for me. Make sure you go listen to Mask. It's my latest release and I'm super excited about it because it's just one of my favorite songs. And yeah, with that said, it's been your boy MMXVII and I'm out. Peace.
Put your mask on when you pull up to the party. How the hell you gonna get it started, baby? Adderall inside of your Bacardi. Ain't too long till you started getting gnarly like